Hey, Curvies! Thanks for coming through the LRGA Curves today. Make sure you smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, and ring the bell on your way in. No, so you can get notified when I upload videos and stuff. Now my desk over here is messy, so I was trying to have this in like the perfect posicione. Okay, so hi. Remember that? Anyway, I don't like these glasses. Let's take these out. There. You know, it's so weird. These glasses, they're smaller in diameter than these. And it's weird. Even though this part is clear, it's very distracting. I don't know why it's so distracting on these particular ones. Milo, hi, baby. Go back out of here. There. We in the Zen den today. But yeah, so these glasses, they're cute. I get all my glasses off of this place called Eyekeeper, eyekeeper.com. Or you know what? I was getting them there, but then I started getting them on Temu and Sheen. You can get like four of these for $3. You can get five of these in all different colors for $4. So yeah, so but all these same frames are available on Eyekeeper kind of. But I like my stuff really affordable as far as glasses because I break them a lot. My head is big, but not in a bad way. In a I got it from my daddy way. Yeah. So let's see. Thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate you guys. Um, I really appreciate you for coming through. Well, we are here today. And we have a couple of freaking Bravo topics to talk about. And I was going to include like Twitch and the Sig Heil from Elon Musk. He was like looking all weird. Did you see how Elon was acting during the freaking did you see how he was acting during the inauguration? I personally didn't watch. It was Martin Luther King Day. I wasn't clouding my head with all of that. I was keeping it on black excellence. Um, but I saw some tapes of Elon being there, and he was like in the stands, and he was like some kind of ADD person, or he definitely seemed on the spectrum. He was like making faces and he looked so happy, like he can't wait to get in there and press all the buttons. It was so Ren and Stimpy in the brain. It was so crazy. And then for some reason, they decided to let Elon say something at the inauguration. And he ended it by going, he hit his chest hella hard. Like my chest just hurt from me hitting it that hard. But he was like, you know what that is, right? That's called the Sig Heil. They used to say hi to Hitler with that shit. Hitler was not a good guy. No, he was a bad guy. And anybody that thinks that doing his salute in America is okay is probably right. Because if you look at the history of America, he probably fitting right in with what's been happening the whole time. And he's just finally like, I'm free because 45 is 47 now. And now I can say it again. Uh-huh. But it's weird that he got away with saying it again. And there's been zero. I've seen zero backlash about this on like media from media outlets or anything. But you can't explain away a Sig Heil. You can't really explain that away. That's not this. Like, how did you, that's a very distinct, and then he turned to the people in the back and did it to them too. Just like Hitler would have did, you guys. And in our world full of anti-Semitic departments, like anything you say is anti-Semitic, I'm not sure how you get away with doing a full-on Hitler salute at an American presidential inauguration when we have all this anti-Semitic laws against us in this country anyway. So I feel like that was high key anti-Semitic is the moral of the story. Like, I don't know. I'm personally not Jewish, but if I was Jewish and the president's new bestie got in front of me on the day that he went to his new job and was sig heiling, I would kind of think that my new president might be anti-Semitic too, even though his daughter is Jewish and his son-in-law is Jewish. Because how are you hanging out with a sig heil, but you got Jewish people in the other room? That was very ballsy. You know, the sig heil. He did that a couple of times. It was no good. But anyway, thanks for being here. Smash that like button. Smash the subscribe button. If you haven't already, go ahead and ring the bell so you can get notified when we upload videos and whatnot and nots of what. So let's see. We're going to get this up. Thanks again for being here. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Mamira's first in the house. Thanks for being here. Dustin Butler, thank you for being here. You have the coolest spectacles. How many pair? I have like 20 pair of glasses. Even more than 12. So as far as styles, I have 5 styles that came with 4 to 5 pair in each style. So like I have these. You guys remember I used to wear my cat rims. I love a good cat eye. They're not in here right now. I don't even know. I usually keep glasses everywhere, but I love the cat eye. I like my old school Run DMC ones. I like the snazzy ones. I have some cooler cat eye ones, but yeah, I love them. Hey, Falana. Thanks for coming through, Aisha. Falana, it always blows my mind how all of these people salute Adolf and don't realize he would have got them up out of here also, right? They would have been right in the oven with everybody else. Mm-hmm. I will say this again because it's important. Elon's maternal grandfather was convicted of treason by the Canadian government. He was the leader of the Canadian Technocratic Party. Google it. I'm going to have to write down technocratic. I have no idea what that is, but it sounds like it might have something to do with Nazis and Hitler. Because his best friend with 45, and he didn't say nothing about him sig heiling. Yes, apartheid baby and all. Don't worry, if we follow the first T admin, Elon will be facing charges and will be in jail by 2026. Yeah, because 45 does have this thing where he surrounds himself with like buffers and fluffers, right? So a fluffer is in the pornography industry, the person that keeps you aroused between shots, right? And so, yeah, he's that and a liar. I can fill you in. It's crazy. No one talks about it. Yeah, we're going to have to talk about it. Maybe I'll come back because I did want to do 45 separate, but I was just bringing it up because it was in the front of my mind. But we are about to get into what we're here for today. We're going to talk about Nene's new show. We're going to talk about, Heather got revealed as the second Von Teese, but I don't have her picture up here. Heather from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City is pretty much reality Von Teese on steroids because she was reality Von Teese when she got Monica kicked off the show for being reality Von Teese. Heather was already reality Von Teese. Mm-hmm. Pots, meet kettles, and all, you guys. And Krista Marie have been telling us that Dana Wilkie knew firsthand about all this. Mm-hmm. And it finally came out. Yep, they finally released the tapes. Dana finally released the tapes. Yep, sure did. And then we're going to talk about Married to Medicine. I happened upon a freaking psychic that talked about Dr. Heavenly and Phaedra's relationship. And he pulled the cards and came up with something very interesting that I feel like this must be true because I noticed some things this season. And then, of course, we're going to jump on the Real Housewives of Potomac. Karen quit. Candiace was right. Wendy's the MVP. Mia trashed up the joint so bad, it's all getting flushed down the toilet. Yes. So we will definitely be talking about that. Oh, and Wendy called out Giselle on her BS on Watch What Happens Live. So, good afternoon, Bonita. Thanks for coming through. I said Heather was behind all of it and Andy should fire. I agree, Falana, with that statement. I don't agree with your next statement, though, that Heavenly is jealous of what and who. I'm not sure who else has 47 acres, a swim pool, tennis courts, freaking 11,000 square foot house, multiple real estate properties, $1 million businesses, a university to teach other people how to be that, a husband who actually loves her and respects her. There's nothing to be jealous of. I feel like actually we have jealousy in the mix, but it's from Phaedra towards Heavenly. And I kind of explained that in the video that I just premiered earlier. Because Phaedra likes people that she feels over. And she not over Heavenly, and Heavenly let her know we both right here. And if anything, we neck and neck, bitch. We neck and neck. You not up here, Faye. You not up here. Fakery can't get you above me, Faye. The truth will set you free, Faye, but you just keep lying, and your lies take you further and further down the rung on this show about Black excellence. Okay? You come on with rented men. First time you got on the show was a Fugazi. You didn't have a doctor. You're not practicing Reiki. I don't believe that. But just like all the other shows, you bring people on and pretend like they were friends, like how they pretended Portia and Fallon were friends, and those hoes just met that day. Right? So they lie to us about these things all the time. So, but we'll get into it when it's time. Let's see. I want Heavy off the show. I don't watch it anymore because of Heavenly. Fafa. I think you're saying Fei. If you notice, Heavy always tries to go after the fan favorite every season. Heavenly is the fan favorite every season. Phaedra was not over anyone on RHOA, and she worked great until she was betrayed by her best friend, or until she was fired for being a freaking liar, and she's leaving this show lying the same way she left Real Housewives of Atlanta lying, and the only way that she even won Traders is because she's such a good freaking liar. I do not agree, but we don't have to agree for me to still love you. Okay, but I'm like, are we watching the same show? That's the other thing. We already talked about how our points of view come from our perceptions, which are made up by our lived experiences and the programming we got growing up. So something in my programming allows me to see the bullshit that Phaedra pretends. Something in my upbringing, my experiences of life have allowed me to see Phaedra for the smoke and mirrors that she is, have allowed me to hear her when she lies and gets kicked off shows and excommunicado for 5 years from a network because she lied so bad on her other people. So I'm not sure what betrayal she had towards her, but she literally lied on the frack and frick. She was frick. She lied on frack, was supposed to be essayed by and drugged by Candy and Todd in a dungeon. That's why she left the show. She did not leave the show because she was betrayed by anybody. But then again, my perception allows me to think that and translate it that way. Okay? Yeah, I'm not sure what Heavenly is jealous of, because the most important thing to Heavenly is her family and her husband, including her husband. It's not like just her kids. It's her family, her life with Dr. Damon. And so she has everything she wants. She's not jealous of anything. And it's this narrative being pushed by a lot of fans, a lot of viewers. The fans have favorites. So whoever was a fan favorite of Phaedra may not have already liked Heavenly. Like, it's kind of sounded like you haven't watched the show because of Heavenly, and now you're watching the show because Phaedra's on there. And so your perception will allow you to not see that Phaedra came full of smirks and fabulous wigs and didn't add anything to the show. She didn't add anything. Behind the scenes, she added some because she got her, she gave him some good pointers on like production stuff. But as far as like, what does she add to our entertainment besides smirks and fabulous wigs? I'm not sure how many words she actually spoke or what storyline she had that could be translated as that, you know? I don't think that, I think that Heavenly's just good at starting a ruckus, but she's not the only one that does it. And that's the other thing. I'm totally a boopy and a Heavenly's angel. But I'm always saying that what Dr. Heavenly's does on the show, they all do. Right? They all do it. So they've all had a thing with Sweet Tea. They all Contessa came after Dr. Heavenly her first season on the show. And maybe Dr. Heavenly goes after everybody because when Dr. Heavenly got to the show, everybody piled on her. They was talking about her weight, about this, about her, what was in her coffee cup. Remember, she used to always have that coffee cup and they would be like, it has the brown in it. And I mean, so they taught her how to welcome people on the show by treating her the way they treated her when she got on the show. And now people are like, oh, Heavenly always goes after the people on the show. Well, they came after Heavenly when she came on the show. So it's just like a repetitive thing that people want to see on either side of their friends. Like I see it on my Heavenly side. I'm like, okay, I see it as they treated Heavenly this way. Now she treats people this way. And some people see it as, oh, nobody ever did anything to Heavenly, and I have no idea why she would be going after the first people because nobody ever did that to her. Everybody treated her like the bee's knees when she first got on the thing, and Heavenly's the evil person. I just don't buy it. Yeah. Oh, you said we are lawyers, so she is supposed to be a good liar. Are you a lawyer too? So can you tell us in the comments if a lawyer writes a bad check on television and hands it over to a foundation and it can't be cashed for a whole month, is that Heavenly's fault too? I just want to know. I'm asking. Because it seems like if you write a bad check on television, that's kind of against the law. And there's proof that you did it. Like the proof is in the 8th Housewife's camera reel. Mamere, why is Phaedra on Married to Medicine? Exactly. What does she have to do with medical profession? Is it because she's a mortician? No, allegedly she was dating a doctor, remember? She finagled her way on that show because she was dating a doctor. And Quad was on there and she was no longer Married to Medicine. And she was allowed to be on the show as somebody who used to be Married to Medicine. So they let Phaedra on the show as somebody who was dating a doctor who only let us have his face blurred out on camera because he didn't want no parts of the show. And based off of how Phaedra got old boy to bid on her at the Met Gala, I bet she said, oh, they won't want to see you. They just need me to have your name on here so I can get on this show. They don't even need to see you. And then he was like, lied to me. They better blur my face out. Because remember, he was a blur. He was a blur. Rent a man. She rented a man to get onto the show. Smoke and mirrors, I'm telling you. Smoke and mirrors. Nothing is what it seems with old Faye Faye. Nothing. In my opinion. This is allegedly for my opinion. I love Dr. Heavenly, and if Dr. Heavenly go, I will not look at it. Thank you, Bonita. You and I subscribe to the same belief. We know that Dr. Heavenly is the show. So when she says that she's the show, she's not lying to you. Or else why do the producers make her show up in every scene? Because they know that she's the magic sauce too. Yes, she did lie on them. Yep. When Candy took Apollo's side because of the friendship with Todd, that's the ultimate betrayal. And look, but wasn't she already saying that Shamia and Candy were having a relationship? Remember, she was doing all those gestures and she was like, remember, she was talking about Candy and all that. And that was before we found out, or the world found out, that Candy had put the things in her garage. All the stuff about the belongings being in the garage, did that come up before she left the show or after? I thought we didn't find out about the stuff being in the garage till after she was off the show. But I don't know. It's been so many years ago. Some of those marbles got released to the back because I didn't need that memory anymore. No, I always watched Married to Medicine and thought it was stupid to put Phaedra on there, but Dr. Heavenly coming for her is sad. So, and that's the other thing. How is Dr. Heavenly coming for Phaedra? Or is she just correcting the lies that Phaedra said? I don't feel like Dr. Heavenly goes out of her way to come for Phaedra in particular, because she really likes Phaedra. She likes all the ladies. She doesn't really hate anybody. But I feel like Phaedra has been coming for Dr. Heavenly a lot, especially in her Shade Assassin rehearsed one-liner confessionals. She has a lot to say about Heavenly in there, but in Heavenly's face, she's all, smile in your face, all the while want to take your place. The backstabbers, backstabbers. That's Fei Fei. Yup, she will smile in your face and sell your daddy to the next plantation. Sure will. That's what Phaedra will do. Chef Don Don, no way. Brother Capricorn, how was your birthday month? I'm still celebrating. Mine was just on Friday, so I still get a whole nother month. But yes, shout out. It's Aquarius season today. Let's see. I can see why Quad is there. She has history, right? But Phaedra doesn't make any sense. She didn't make any sense to me either. And I don't even think that they needed her on the show. I think, actually, what I think is that they were trying to find a place for her and put her over here because she's a professional and she could fit in with these women on a professional level. That could be the reason, because Married to Medicine did not need Phaedra. Can I put a 1 in the chat? Can I get a 1 in the chat if you think that Phaedra was a requirement for Married to Medicine? And can I get a 5 in the chat if you believe Married to Medicine was doing just fine without all this smirks and fabulous wigs from Phaedra and NSF checks? I'm going to go ahead and start the party. I'm going to start the party. There, I said it. It's a 5 for me. We didn't even need it. We didn't even need it. What did she add? What did she? And she's not even like real sisterhood material. She came in with Quad, turned her back on Quad, ran to Heavenly. And this picture right here was so we remember how they came in last season. They were 2 peas in a pod last season. And now this season, all of a sudden, oh, fakey Phaedra has switched and went to Sweet Tea side. And Contessa, that's what I'm talking about. She likes being on in a group where she feels like she's the HBIC. Because in a group of Dr. Heavenly, Dr. Jackie, Dr. Simone, and Toya and Quad, Phaedra is just another head on a swivel. But in the circle of Contessa, Sweet and Sour, and Fakey Phaedra, Phaedra's on top. She's on top. Because the other ladies have no tenure in reality television, and they have no tenure on Married to Medicine, really. So that's proof that she likes to put herself in a group where she can position herself front and center, like how she did when she was presenting that check, because the appearance is all that matters to Phaedra. And she could not appear to be over Heavenly, over Simone, over Jackie, over Toya, or even over Quad, because they're OGs. They're the core 5. And she was actually lucky that they welcomed her in with open arms the way they did, because they all could have shunned her. They all could have been like, where your man? The way they was trying to run Quad around because she didn't ever have a man around. And they was like, well, you don't know. Okay. Thank you, Bonita. 555 was not needed. We got 5 on the fact that she was not needed for the best show on Bravo. And the way she's pumping up and she like has battery packs in Contessa and Sweet and Sour's backs. And then Phaedra, after getting brought on the show by Quad, turned around and went to the people and tried to get Quad taken off the show. And now she's doing everything in her power before she leaves to disparage Jackie and Heavenly, because she's such a girl's girl and love and is such Black excellence that she wants them all to not eat. At least Dr. Heavenly be like, there's enough to go around. Come on in, Phaedra. You can eat at this table. But Phaedra likes to be the only one eating at tables. Mm-hmm. How are you going to try to get Quad kicked off the show that she brought you on, Phaedra? Except for that you're still the same betrayer, traitor that you ever were. Ever was. More than it ever was. I mean, you would think after 5 years, you would have had some kind of character adjustment where you're no longer like that. But unfortunately, it's seeming that with the battery packs that you're putting in all these other people's backs, specifically against Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Jackie. And part of my thinking of why she did it to Dr. Jackie is because Dr. Jackie called her out on her flaws about not doing what she said for the Met Gala and then being short on the check. So the only way to position herself above that is if everybody's a liar, if she resuscitated the show, oh, they needed me so much. Okay. So let's see. Right on. Let's see. Oh, the comments. I love you guys interacting. No, I was watched and Heavenly went after Mariah as soon as she got on there. Heavenly was on season 1 also, but they didn't show her. And she was at the pool party at Carrie Wells' house when Toya and Mariah got in their fight next to the pool. And what, like, to me, was it go after or was it she didn't back down? To me, it was more like she didn't back down and she did not acquiesce and she did not defer to Mariah's queen bee title in a way that Mariah would have felt good about it. And so yeah, I didn't see it like that. I actually saw Heavenly get very attacked the first season that she was on by Mariah's mother specifically. Remember her mom had beef with Heavenly? I think she thought Dr. Damon was cute or something because she had big beef with Heavenly for no freaking reason. Why was your mom starting shit with me? And then when I get in a fight with you, then I'm going to say your mama, and that's where all the your mamas came from. Because your mama was on the show talking shit about me, Mariah. Yeah. Right? Just a little bit, but not too much of it all. If Dr. Heavenly didn't do what she do, the show would not be good at all. Just like she says, she does all her jobs well. She does not mind being the villain. She does not mind talking shit, but she's not fabricating bull-faced lies for our entertainment. She's not fabricating bull-faced lies for our entertainment. Yes. I can see why Quad is still on there. Yep. She was on there because Candy went and put her, she was still on there because Candy went to her and put it on camera. Oh, remember they discussed it in season 7, 8 in Reunion? I told you that Marvel might have left y'all. Nope, she's still on the show. Hey, Chef Don Don. As a lawyer, y'all know Phaedra cannot be acting a fool on TV. We have ethics that, but that's the weird part. So you can be a bull-faced liar, manipulator, backstabbing gaslighter on TV, and that helps your career as a lawyer. I guess so, because that's all the things we think of lawyers anyway. I must say she's not doing it a service to be all the stereotypes, all the horrible stereotypes that people think about lawyers. Literally, backstabber, tried to get Quad kicked off the show. Liar, said she could get $100,000 and didn't get it. Liar, said that Dr. Jackie was only doing this to clean up the kerfuffle from last year. Liar, Dr. Heavenly's in charge of the Church of Hell because she told the truth on your lying ass. Really, I think Phaedra might need an exorcism at this point because the lies, the deceit, the freaking tribulations therein, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I know I'm not a person that exists in full lies and deceit and gaslighting every day. I wouldn't even have a bitch like Phaedra around me. Because you can't trust a bold-faced liar who would just went to HR on the other person that got her the job. Because if she'll do that to her, what's she going to do to you? Right? What's she going to do to you? Right? I don't know if the network would allow Mariah back. I don't think that the network would have Mariah back at this point. That's a network call. But Dr. Heavenly has even said that if Mariah would be good for the show, then we should try to get Mariah back. If she'll be good for the show, but if she's just going to be putting on airs too, please. Mariah was great TV. I loved when her and Quad got along, but when she started going, like her head just like got too big and we couldn't see anybody else on the TV, ma'am. That was weird. And then look, the road to revenge. That's a story because remember she was trying to get Quad kicked off the show, and they all ended up rallying behind Quad. And the next thing you know, Mariah's ass was off the show. I think Quad is blessed and highly favored because that makes 2 times that 2 bitches on this show tried to get her kicked off the show. 2 times. 2 times people came for Quad trying to get her. Well, no, 3 now. They had her kicked out of Napa too. I forgot about the kick out the Napa. And then Phaedra went and tried to have her kicked off the show. And then Mariah and them was rallying around her trying to have Quad kicked off the show to have her answer for something, remember? But who's still standing? Quad. Note to self, God don't like ugly and very little pretty. Heavy is a dentist and Phaedra's a lawyer. Heavenly, you keep spelling heavenly wrong. You keep forgetting the E-N-L because you just keep putting heavy. Heavenly is the lowest outside of Quad and Toya, really? Ma'am, she's a doctor. I'm not sure. Seeing this much disdain for Black excellence, I'm not sure. What did Heavenly do to you? I don't know. She's great TV. She's great on the show. She does what she needs to do. She gets them together. I'm not sure. That's a lot. But you're entitled to this opinion, and I love that you're sharing it with us. I love when I have somebody play with the thing, the comments. Quad deserved it after Mariah found her a husband and got her out of that car. Nothing but a lot of lies, just a lot of lies. That's what I'm saying. She doesn't do nothing but lie. Phaedra will get activated at the reunion. I can't wait if she shows up. And that remains to be seen. Phaedra is so far removed from the show at this point. She would have too much to answer for because by now the check is proven that she didn't write the check for a whole month and tried to act like, well, I'm sitting over here in confessionals and I already wrote that check. A month later, the check was bad, bitch. It was just bad. So is she going to get activated at the reunion, though? She didn't get activated last year at the reunion. She was a flop at the reunion, just like she was a flop on the season. Added nothing. The best show on Bravo could have continued in its excellence without Phaedra Parks. And I don't think that she'll get activated. I think that she'll get ate up about the gaslighting at the Met Gala, about all the batteries she put in freaking Sweet Tea's and Contessa's back. And then she's leaving them high and dry, moving onward. She's not going to be calling them after the season. Bet. She doesn't need them anymore. She doesn't need Married to Medicine anymore. She only needs Contessa and Sweet and Sour to film with because she's creating animus with all the other ladies. Yeah. And she doesn't give nothing. And she already got called out by Toya about not giving nothing. Please, I think she's going to get ate up at the reunion. California cuties in the house. Thanks for coming through. Hated the fact that people don't hold Miss Lucy accountable. I will forever say, that's what I'm saying. How are you going to come on the show acting like Mama D and Mama Joyce? And they even have to get held accountable on occasion. But Miss Lucy got off scot-free with all the shit she was talking. I feel like these shows need a geriatric corner. The moms and the dads, you guys deal over there with you, but don't come over here and try to deal over here. Just don't. It does never go well. Does never go well. I think Mariah looked down at Heavenly. Would love to know how she feels about her glow up. Yeah, right? Like they looked down at Heavenly because she was thick, but she still had everything she had thick, she has thin. Everything. She still got a man that love her and don't cheat. She still got kids that love and respect her and are excelling in everything they do. She still has her 47 acres. 47 acres. Swim pools, cars, her Maybach, her university. She shares. Yeah, I think the people really just hate Heavenly because she has what they want, but they don't think that she deserves it because of whatever her aesthetic to them isn't what. But if you look at this picture on my screen right here, if you look at this picture, everybody up here is gorgeous. I mean, breathtakingly gorgeous. So I'm not even sure what you're talking about glow up on Heavenly because she was gorgeous before. And now she's thin and gorgeous. You see what I'm saying? So, but it would be, I bet Mariah does have something to say. I bet she would credit herself with her glow up. I think I heard her say one time that she helped Heavenly get ready to be on the show and like had sent her to a person to get some stuff started. And now Heavenly took the reins over the last 11 years. Ooh, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. Yay! Look, 11, 11. Yay. Thank you, God. That was beautiful. Thanks for being here with me at 11, 11. Yeah, but I think they all look down on Heavenly, like because they were thin. That's the only difference. Because they all act ghetto and wretched on occasion, except for Dr. Jackie. She's the only one that doesn't go there. But Simone, loud, ratchet, ghetto. Loud, ratchet, ghetto Simone's the loudest one on set. And then we have Toya, loud, ratchet, ghetto. Quad, loud, ratchet, ghetto. Heavenly, loud, ratchet, ghetto. Mariah, loud, ratchet, ghetto. Right? So they all have it. Are you serious? She said Dr. Damon drinks Enfamil. And what's that have to Fulani? You got a lot of energy, darling. He drinks Enfamil because he's lactose intolerant. Do you know that means you cannot drink milk? Things with lactose in it, which is milk. Enfamil does not have lactose. And if he decides he wants a cup of coffee or a bowl of cereal, then he has the Enfamil. Or if he wants a little something before he goes to sleep, he has an Enfamil. What's the problem? California cutie. Oh, Pinky, the housewife is in here. I love you. Some lawyers are trained to win at all costs, and that's probably how Phaedra was taught. Yeah, it seems like that's what that dude in that red jacket with the I mean, in that red hat with that black jacket and the color blocking red all over it. If they did work together and date a long time ago when she was fresh out of law school, then maybe he's the one that said, "Just get up here and say it's for TV, and I'll help you lie and cover up your lie, and then you can go in the back and write a bad check." I think so. That sounds about right. That tracks. Birds of a feather flock together, and so do lion ass lawyers who manipulate evidence. Yeah, Phaedra is something else. I hit the like button on the way in. Thank you. Yeah, you guys, go ahead and smash that like button, smash the subscribe button on your way in. Ring my bell. Ring my bell so you can get notified, y'all. Her name still pops up as producer. Yeah, she does get producer credits and she does get creator credits and she does get producer checks and creator checks, but she does not get any camera time. Her confessionals were unmatched. Mariah used to give a confessional, and I know she could do it in real life too. Mariah and Heavenly are both very witty in real time, like right on the spot, witty, like witty. And that's a sign of intelligence too, you guys. You can Google it. If you have a sarcastic, smart, quick wit, it's a sign of intelligence, you guys. People who have to go rehearse their reads and think about it later. I'm not saying that they're stupid, but it's just a proven fact that if you're quick with it, you're more intelligent. And look at what they did to Quad years later. And she begged on national TV like a dog. I wanted to throw $1 at Quad. I think her Cash App is absolutely Quad if you're still serious. LRGA Curves, I'm loving your live. I appreciate it. I appreciate you for being here. Yep. Oh, you feel like the best show on Bravo is Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? That show is so full of dead horses and Silicon Valleys. I mean, I watch it, and it is pretty. It's pretty entertaining, but they never have the reconciliation that has proven to be on Married to Medicine. They're not very excellent over there. Those ladies are just like, I'm not seeing their philanthropy. I'm not seeing their awesomeness as far as like them giving back and things like that. Yeah, yeah, it is a good show on Bravo, but it's not the best. I love a good reconciliation. And I like when the women are real friends. Like the core five on Married to Medicine are real friends, IRL. Agreed. It's my fave show on Bravo. And we absolutely didn't need fake Dra. Thank you. And her and Buffy are good friends now. Her and Buff. Her and Buff are good friends now. Like them at all. Yeah, they do a lot to actually they haven't been doing a lot this season. Last season on Married to Medicine, they did tag team and they were doing a lot. They had their little podcast show and all of that, but I haven't seen them do it lately, so I'm not sure why they haven't been doing it. Maybe they fell out. What do you think about T saying she was looking for a sugar daddy and wish someone helped her out throwing a party with all great people? Oh, okay, so for Lana, I kind of was getting pimps and hoes from that. I was like, is Sweet Tea's new position a madam for Greg's friends? And they were just as creepy weird as he is. I'm telling you, birds and feathers, y'all, flock together. All of those dudes were equally as cringy and weird as G was to me. That's my blinds making me putting that light on me. Third eye activated. Third eye activated. Third eye activated. There, put it right there on my third eye. Third eye activation. But yeah, it was kind of giving pimps and hoes to me. Like she's like, and then for her to get up there and be like, this is not a sugar daddy, sugar baby situation. When Falana just pointed out that you was looking for sugar daddies. Okay. Okay. I don't know anybody who's my age who wants to date somebody who's way older than them unless it's for security. Like, that's weird. Like, did you guys know this is going to be TMI for some of you guys? But did you guys know that as men get older, their balls drop? And when you get like really old, like as a man, your ball might start touching the toilet water when you have to sit down. I'm not sure what young chick wants droopy ass balls in her mouth when she's gobbling balls. I'm not sure. It's just, I mean, like, but if those are your balls, or maybe somebody, maybe they work it in somehow. Maybe they swing so low that in doggy style it stimulates her clitoris or something like that. I'm not sure, but this might be TMI. I'm telling you, I used to want to be Dr. Ruth, so I can go there for a minute, but I'm just trying to like envision the benefit of, other than companionship and love, which we're all about, hashtag black love, hashtag love wins. We love it. And these younger women, they're definitely looking for a leg up, I think. But it did kind of feel like she was being a madam because none of those guys really seemed, you know. You believe it too? 11-11, yes, Toya is letting them have it. Toya came with it this season. Now, Toya, like, she's giving it to us at home this season, and she's giving it to the ladies. But as far as her in the group, I feel like she needs to be held accountable more too. And part of the reason she be trying to orchestrate who's getting held accountable today is so that nobody has time to check her ass. That's what I really think is going on with Toya. Because if you're busy talking, they're not busy talking about you. You see what I'm saying? So she just like starts little fires. She has her little twigs over here, and she's starting little fire, and she's like, and then it'll catch, and then she'll go on to the next thing, you know? So I feel like Toya is definitely showing up, and I appreciate it. Let's see. More comments. Simone with the biggest mouth, literally, right? And she loves her overbite, her yonder bite. California cutie. I was like, nah, it's 111. Forgot y'all are West Coast. Yep. You funny. Yeah, our 11, your 111 is our 1111. That is hilarious. You're about to be off. Not nice. Oh, you didn't miss a lot. So what if he drinks Infamil? That's what I'm saying. My husband loves Pablum, and he's a great big burly biker. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's weird to be like, feel like that's a read. I told you guys about getting your little candles thinking you burning something. Ooh, you burnt me. Get your candles out. That was burned. He drinks Infamil. So I drink water and coffee and tea. I'm giving you a lovely time, Falana. I love you. Thanks for playing with me. It's all love. Hit the subscribe button, yes, and help grow this amazing channel. We're on our way to 3,000. Chanel's Reality is in the house. What's good? Thanks for coming through. Yes, you're beautiful. Oh, one of her granddaughter's middle name is Chanel. I can't believe California Cutie got granddaughter. She looks like she's 26. I'm not sure when she started, but yeah, okay. Granddaughters, okay. Hated Phaedra on RHOA. Love Phaedra on Married to Medicine. Wow. We were just talking about how, put a 1 in the chat if you feel like Phaedra is necessary on the best show on Bravo, or put a 5 in the chat if you feel like you could have done without her. And we got a lot of 5s. We did not get any 1s, Chanel. So if you want to put a 1 for Phaedra, by all means. And remember, she was in that FB group who were dating older men. Yes, good call, Largest. So gross. It was nasty. So nasty. And then that one guy came in with a bag full of money. And I think they were like 5s and 1s, you guys. And he brought that big ass gift bag, and it wasn't even full of money. What a weirdo. That was not. And the Phaedra looked at how much the money was, and she was like it wasn't enough. It wasn't in 4,000 that she had even told G he was going to need 25 years ago. And you know that number went up. You know, she eyeballed, counted real fast. Let's see. She wants to get paid to be a matchmaker now. Yeah. So look, she be encroaching on everything Dr. Heavenly does, but she was paying attention in Dr. Heavenly University. She said, get a YouTube channel. She ran and got a YouTube channel. She said, get the sweet, get some, you get multiple businesses, do something with the tea. She's trying to do something with the tea. Dr. Heavenly's a relationship expert. And now Sweet Tea thinks she's a relationship expert. But I feel like the expertise will come in from the longevity of said relationship, where you think this is a success with Dr. G right now. You only have one more year to have a baby, darling, and you're not doing it right. I keep telling you, you're not doing it right. It does not involve being around what you say causes you stress to make you not have a baby. If you were serious about having a baby within the deadline, then you would go have the baby with him and then maybe come back if they'll still have you after you have the baby. But I by no means would have sent a baby emoji to a man without being certain that I could in fact deliver on a baby emoji. A heart, a baby emoji, and a ring. I can give you what you want. 5 words and 3 emojis has Sweet Tea given classes. And she hasn't even delivered on nothing except for she got the ring and access to the money. I don't even know if she loves Greg like that. I don't know. I can't tell. I don't know. Because love is something that has longevity. Love is something that has staying power. Love is an unconditional force of for you to like grow in. And this is new and everything, but I still give it to Heavenly in this one because the longevity of her and Dr. Damon being together for 31 years, 31 years, and there's been no scandals and no side babies. That an expert makes. 1 year dating, 1 year as a newlywed on reality TV. I would say that's good luck so far. But you're not a relationship expert, darling. You're not. You're not. But it's great marketing. Great marketing. Did you guys see that movie? Oh, it was some. I just saw this movie the other day. And it was Elf. It was Elf during Christmas time. I love Elf, man. I love to laugh, you guys. I love to laugh. And Elf, every year it comes on, and there's a scene in Elf after he goes through the peppermint forest, through the polar mountain caps, and comes out of the Manhattan Bridge, out of the Manhattan Tunnel. He sees a sign, and it says, the world's best coffee. And he goes in and he's like, can I have a cup of the world's best coffee? And he gets it and it's just a cup of coffee, but they advertised and marketed it as the world's best coffee. So then later in the movie, he goes and takes out this other lady who he thinks is an elf because she was dressed as an elf in the freaking toy section where he got a job because he happened to be dressed like an elf. And they just thought he was like roaming around the freaking department store and told him to go over here because Santa was coming. So he sees this lady dressed up like an elf and he's like, ooh, I'm in my right place. This is really, I'm in here. So he asked the girl who's dressed like an elf out. They go out. He says, ooh, I have a big surprise for you. I have a big surprise for you. He's like, close your eyes. They get to the little dive in the hole in the wall. And he said, take a sip. And it was the world's best coffee. And she was like, what? He's like, can you guess what it is? And she was like, a cup of bad coffee. He's like, no, it's the world's best coffee. It was all advertising, you guys. So, of course, bringing it back to Sweet Tea, she's advertising this as the world's best coffee because she got the ring without delivering a baby. 5 words, 3 emojis later, still hasn't delivered. They're working on things. But she's not an expert. But great marketing. Yes. Don't quit your day job, Sour Tea, right? Sweet and sour, Lord have mercy. And then she's like fucking obsessed. She's so like, you guys might think I'm obsessed with Heavenly too, but she's obsessed with Dr. Heavenly. Like she's just like, she has her foot on Dr. Heavenly's neck for no reason. Dr. Heavenly hasn't said nothing about the new wife hardly this season. And she's already apologized to that little girl several times on camera. Have we heard any apologies from Sweet Tea? No. Has Sweet Tea taken any accountability for what her actions are in this fiasco? Nope. Do her and her husband, Dr. G, who I'm starting to think the G might stand for girl if he doesn't stay out of women's business, do they keep deciding to not accept the apology and drag a dead horse around some more on the show that's about letting go? Yep. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I feel bad for Dr. G. He just wants to be loved and have a child. Well, you know what? He should have treated Quad better, and he might have already been on that road. But yeah, everybody deserves love. Everybody deserves love. And that's the thing too. Like when you want kids in life, try not to start too late where you won't have none, right? Like try to find yourself a good baby daddy, a good baby mama. Sweet Tea is just weird to me. She runs her mouth. Like she just loves to talk. I feel like she loves this platform. She loves to talk. She loves to tell people. And I also feel like that's kind of what gets her caught up because she be saying things and I don't know if she remembers she just said that shit or not. I don't know. But she is definitely weird to me. Yes, teabagging with those. I'm saying, I mean, when one hangs, that's also my rule for politics, you guys. I feel like the new rule across the board for the Senate, for the Congress, for judges, for for congressmen, for anybody anywhere in a man body, and you're in politics, if your balls touch the water, you can't be there no more because that means your thoughts have touching water thoughts too. You old. You're set in your ways. We're not going to get nothing done. And that's why the shit just keeps on being the same after 450, 500 years in America. Got the same problems all over again, the same issues. It's like, if your balls touch the water, you're fired. And we should have a ball checker on Capitol Hill. Yes, not a fluffer. They got the fluffers under the desk. They need a ball checker. And remember, I used to go to parochial school. And we would walk in, and the nuns would literally stand in front of the school. I don't even have them right now. But they would have a ruler, and our uniforms could only be like not more than 2 inches above our knee. I think even 2. Yeah, it was like our skirts couldn't be over 2 inches above our knee. And the nuns would literally, on the way into your class, have a ruler and make sure that our skirts weren't over 2 inches over the knee. And if they were, they had extra skirts in the back and your mama got a phone call. Okay? So we need a freaking ball checker in politics so that we can keep these ideas fresh and young and new and moving forward and changing the world in a positive way and getting out of these stagnant freaking program thoughts. Get out. We should all be in a freaking air car by now. Did you know George Jetson was already born? We should all have Jetson cars by now. But no, everybody's balls are touching the water. We should have different energy sources by now as options for people. But no, everybody's balls are touching the water. So old antiquated thoughts, got to get them up out of here. You're fired. Okay, good point about Toya, the older than her dad. Yeah, how about a match, right? 5. This is Pinky the Housewife, second channel. Hey, will you guys drop Pink Global and Pinky the Housewife channel and drop California Cuties channel? And yes, and I didn't see any other content creators here. And wait, Larja, because Heavenly said, every man cheats but her man. And Sunday she said, you can't put nothing past any man. And she said her mama told her every man cheats. But she also says she doesn't believe that Dr. Damon's cheated. 2 things can be true. Her mom said that, and she believes this. Put some respect on her name. She did serve this country. Are you talking to me? You talking to me? You talking to me? My husband served this country. I put some respect on his name all the time. Yeah. Um, well, she served her country, but she's not serving it on Married to Medicine. She's serving on Married to Medicine is what I get to talk about. Okay. And yeah, she's disrespecting my show. How about that? How about she needs to put some respect on the show's name? How about that? Put some respect on her name. I did catch that, Falana. She's just playing in our face. She's just saying it's the only man she's ever been with. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's some things are does, and it's not a lie, it's a duh. The way things are going, looks like Quad will have a baby before Sweet Tea. I was thinking the same thing, Bonita, because Quad and her dude are, yeah, she's getting her fibroids cleared up. And as soon as that happens, they will definitely be looking at making a baby. And I would love it. Ooh, God don't like ugly. Ooh, so I would love if Quad gets pregnant and has her healthy baby first before Sweet Tea, who keeps on doing all of these things against freaking the other people on the show. She should have came and played nice. That's all I'm saying. She should have came and played nice. I don't know. She just has a lot of animus. Yep. That may unalive. Oh, you're right. I think freaking Dr. G's head would just like explode if Quad finally had another man's baby before Sweet Tea had his baby. Oh, that would pop Dr. G's head. Oh, yes. Quad, 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 quad. Because Dr. G, if he did abuse Quad, and she said he did, that he was physically abusive allegedly, then look, maybe he don't need no babies, because if you'll hit a woman, you'll hit a child. Yep, that was a rule. A lot of cosmetic surgeons would get rich. Oh, and do ball rejuvenation. You know what? Actually, you know who said that before? And he was on Saturday Night Live this weekend. Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle did the monologue on Saturday Night Live this weekend. Amazing. He did some skits on there. Amazing. So freaking funny. And yes, yes. He one time had a skit about how he got Botox in his balls because so they could be like nice and firm again. It was hilarious. It was hilarious. Google Dave Chappelle Botox balls, or maybe don't Google that. Yeah, maybe don't Google that. I don't want to be held responsible if your computer gets a virus, but there's definitely a skit where Dave Chappelle talks about Botoxing his balls. Okay. So at your own risk, go look for that shit, but it exists. Um, that was hilarious. You know, these men will just lower the water in the toilet. I know, right? I worked at a hotel too. I used to work at this hotel in Washington, D.C. And it was, what was it? I think it was the Hilton. Shout out to Kathy. Um, and I worked there, and we used to have people come and stay for long times, like it's in the Capitol, and whether were there on business or whatever. So we had like this one older gentleman, and he's the one of how I even found out about balls touching the water, because he was a guest at the hotel, and he came and put his work order in for his extended stay suite at the Hilton I was working at. He had to put his work order in with me that day at the front desk. And he was like, "This is really embarrassing, but can you have maintenance adjust the water in my toilet because one hung low?" That's what he said. And I'm like, what? What? What are you trying to hang in the toilet, sir? And he's like, no, he's like, my scrotum touches the water. And I was wondering if there's a way that you can have maintenance lower the water level because one hangs low and it touches the water and it's uncomfortable. And I had to write that shit on a maintenance request. And then the maintenance man had to go reduce the water level in his fucking toilet by adding bricks to the tank to make it think that they had already filled the water bowl with enough water, if you want to know how to do it. You don't even have to use the little nozzle on the wall. That has nothing to do with it. You need to put something in the tank to make the water level feel more, but it's really less. So you put a brick or two in there and it takes up the volume that would have otherwise been used by water. And then when the person flushes the toilet, it has just a little less water because there's bricks in the toilet tank. Did you know that? Learn something new every day. It's a problem. Did we see his pants? Whose pants? Who are you talking about, Falana? Do we think it's strange that Quad did not want to have a baby being alone, but she wants to have a baby with the rental car man? So you think it's weird so you're saying that women should want to have a baby by themselves and be a single mother? Is that what you're saying? Do we not think it's strange that Quad did not want to have a baby being alone? So you think that women are just out here wanting to be single moms? And it's strange that she didn't want to be a single mom, but wants a loving relationship and wants a family unit with a man and a woman and a baby? No, I think it's strange to think that a woman would want to be a single mom and forego a loving relationship and family dynamic. Mamir, we love you. Did we see his pants? I don't know. You just subscribed. Right on. Yeah. You guys go and subscribe to all my wonderful curvy crew. We love it. Yes. New balls in the water. Yes, girl. Yes. I can't wait for a little Quad. Ooh, that baby's going to be the most melanated baby in the world. It might look like Rwandan because that is a lot of melanin over it between Quad and King. That baby's going to be beautiful. Oh my gosh. I can't wait. What are you retracting your messages, Falana? You don't have to. Oh, Dave's pants. Oh, Dave. No, he didn't show us what was in his pants, but I did notice his pants on Saturday during his monologue. I was like, ooh, he dresses left. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure his wife is very satisfied because you could see that he dresses left. Okay. Yes. Quad's man is fine and seems really into her. I love that for her too. I feel like Quad got a Dr. Damon almost, like with that kind of attitude where he lets her be herself. He loves her. He's not checking her like in a mean way. He just wants to see her happy. He respects her. They communicate effectively. Yeah. So I'm very pleased that she has David in the making. Maybe I'll send a heart brick toilet. My new pickup deal. Heart bricks. Instead of a ring, instead of a heart, a baby and a ring, right? Because she said 5 words and sent 3 emojis. It was a heart, a baby, and a ring. And she said, I can give you what you want. And so Muddy Grace is saying, thanks for being here, by the way. Muddy Grace is saying that she's going to send a heart, a brick, and a toilet to the old men to let them know that she know what they're going through. And she do not mind. That's hilarious. We should make shirts. We definitely should. That's hilarious. Yes. That baby's going to be beautiful and spoiled. Yes. He did on Saturday. And you looked at it too. I was like, exactly. I'm past the baby. But I'll put a brick in the toilet. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes, you guys. This is what we send in 2025 to the old ones. I just pinned it. Muddy Grace, you are hilarious. Okay. So now I'm going to show you guys real quick, because I've already been ranting and raving for like a freaking hour. Stop sharing that. Thanks for being here. Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. Hope you guys are having an excellent morning with us. So you guys may or may not have heard. Oh my God, like I was like crying tears, Muddy. You're hilarious. You're hilarious. Let's see. Oh, wait, I guess. Okay, I got it. Okay, wait. So did you guys, Falana, that's where I'm going. It's true. Did you guys hear the rumors that Karen Huger quit during the reunion, during the episode the other night? Now, I heard Really BTV, shout out to Really B, I love her. Really BTV did report on it in real time that night, but I couldn't find anything about it. It's not on Karen's page, but it is posted in here. Yes, you guys. Let's make sure you can still hear me. Oh, it's taking a minute. Karen Huger announces departure from the Real Housewives of Potomac. This is yesterday. Today is Tuesday. And actually, I know Really B went live about it, did a post about it on actual Sunday. And I immediately ran over to the horse's mouth, which was Karen Huger's Instagram, because it looked like an Instagram post, but it wasn't there. And let me see if it's there yet. Let's hurry up and do this, because this is not, oh, wait. First, this is what the thingamabob says. There, can you guys see that? Oh, after much thought and reflection, I have made the difficult decision to step away from the Real Housewives of Potomac. This journey has been nothing short of extraordinary, filled with unforgettable moments, personal growth, and of course, plenty of grand dame energy. I am forever grateful to my loyal fans, Bravo, and my amazing castmates for the memories and support over the years. While this chapter may be closing, my story is far from over. I am excited to focus on new opportunities, my family, and continuing to elevate my brand in ways that reflect my passion and purpose. Thank you all for your unwavering love and encouragement. The Grand Dame is not going anywhere, just evolving. Stay fabulous and always remember, class and grace will never go out of style. Hashtag RHOP. Hashtag thank you. Hashtag Grand Dame forever. Looks like we're coming to the end of an era. It looks like Karen does not want to answer for the questions anymore. And you know what? Honestly, after this last season of Real Housewives of Potomac, I feel like Mia just really stank up the joint. It's trash. This is Real Housewives of Zeus TV. This is Real Housewives of Joceline's Cabaret. This is Real Housewives of P Valley. That's what the P is for. This is Real Housewives of P Valley with Mia Thornton on here and Jacqueline, always touching titties and tongue kissing and shit and doing Girls Gone Wild geriatric edition. I'm not with it. I really liked Potomac. It was one of the I liked it a lot. I appreciated that they were all like toity. They were hoity-toity when they first got on there. And they were like, oh, we don't do this. Oh, we don't do that. Oh, we don't do this. And they were trying to like portend Black excellence. And then Giselle's neck and ankles got into it. And then, of course, that was already part of the downhill was with Giselle's neck and ankles, being able to like have zero storyline and just go around causing ruckus in other people's relationships and lives. Like, that's not force multiplier to me. That's like bullshit. Get your own storyline, do some entertaining that doesn't involve tearing down your castmates. Because in real life, I keep going back to real life, and this is supposed to be a reality show. I don't know any women in real life who deal with women like that, who hang out in their spare time with, when they're not making money with, a hoe like Giselle, who's only going to attack your husband and your family and try to bring anything up to besmirch your family's good name. That's all she does. That's what she does. She's gorgeous, but that's what she does. And I don't know that, and she's the one that flipped the script. She was the one that used to be like, we don't do that here. And now she's the one that's like all in the dirt, in the nothingness of a zero storyline, you know? And I did not appreciate how the ladies this season, instead of protect each other and protect Karen, a Black woman caught up in the legal system of America, and instead of try to protect their friend, castmate, co-worker, they spent the entire season maligning, bringing that shit up. She kept saying she didn't want to talk about it. It's an active case. They never extended the grace they extended to Ashley Darby's forehead. They extended more grace to Ashley Darby's forehead when her man was in trial for grabbing butts on men, remember? Give me that booty. Give me that booty. That's what he was walking around to producers on set. Give me that booty. Unwarranted touching, that sexual assault, sexual harassment, sexual assault he was doing upon Black men on set, to the point where he got sued. And then they asked Ashley about it. How do you feel about it, Ashley? When she wasn't excusing it away, she was saying it's an active case. I can't really comment. And those bitches left it alone and didn't bring it up even after the case. Not like how they did Karen. We have 14 episodes, and 14 times Karen's DUI got brought up. That's too much, you guys. That's too much in America, while a Black woman had a real legal case going on. I give a fuck that she hit a tree. The TV was not the place to try to make her guilty in the eyes of the court. There was a lot of different stuff we could have talked about with Karen. And who is the cast to try to hold her accountable or want her to be accountable to them for her crashing her car into a tree? Who are the fuck are they to be owed accountability from Karen Huger? That they brought it up 14 times in 14 episodes. Who the fuck? They're nobody. They're your fake ass friend co-workers who really don't give a fuck about her or the outcome that is, or the effect that it has on her life. Therefore, that means by in itself that she owes them zero accountability. Who the fuck are they to try to hold her accountable? Oh, we need her to be held accountable. For what? You're not the court. Were you the tree, Giselle? Were you the tree, Mia? Well, you look like one. You tall like one, Mia. But were you the tree? Were you the tree, Ashley? Were you the curb? You're kicked to the curb by Michael. But are you the curb that Karen hit with the car? Huh? So I don't, and even Jacqueline's fake ass trying to hold one balloon for each, and then we're going to let this shit go. Bitch, you lucky we let you back on the show. And then this is how you're going to come in too, is to try to harm this woman and bring up this subject matter that was not supposed to be talked about. An active case. She was implicating herself. And you just want her to spill it all on TV because she needs to be held accountable to you, bitch. She don't owe Mia nothing, an explanation. She don't owe Jacqueline an explanation. She don't owe Giselle's neck or ankles an explanation. She does not owe Ashley Darby's forehead or penis an explanation. Okay? She had every right to not talk about that subject on camera. Those black women knew for a fact that that's what the case was. And they was looking up the Mia in the first episode. Oh, look, these are the 8 charges. And then in the next episode, oh, look, these are some more charges. And then the other people, oh, and it's the charges. And then there's some balloons. It was just disgusting to me and not black excellence. I feel like if anything, those women should have rallied behind Karen and protected her from the court system that was already about to chew her up and spit her out. But instead, they did the work of the fucking court and helped it. Very disgusted with these bitches. That's not real friends. Look, and if that is real friends, then you need to excommunicado those bitches like you John Wick. Okay? Note to self, that is not friendship behavior. Note to self. Okay? We can't even get a truth out of Mia's mouth because she has so many penises in it. But she's demanding the truth from Karen? Really? Really? And then every time Mia brings it up, it's with malice and animus towards Karen as a way to try to slight, cut, or otherwise harm her. It's not a, oh, I care for you situation. It's a, where's my fucking knife? Let me stab you in your eye, bitch. So Karen quit. She wasn't in a safe place. Just like Candiace had to quit. She wasn't in a safe place. Nope. Not safe on Real Housewives of Potomac. Nope. Nope. Those women did her dirty, in my opinion. And for production to not tell those bitches to shut the fuck up and move on to another storyline because it's an active court case and she already told you 14 episodes she can't talk about it. But no, production was in on the shits against Karen because also they did not do this to Shannon Bedora in OC. And she hit a whole fucking house with people inside. Yep. And then got back in her car and tried to drive it away or some shit like that. Yep. We wasn't talking about it the whole 18 episodes on Real Housewives of OC. Nope. Nope. Those white ladies wasn't over on the Real Housewives of OC pulling up her 8 charges. Nope. They were not. They let that white lady's case be a court case that they didn't even have to hear about or see about on the freaking show. Yep. I saw it. I seen it. I noticed. Mm-hmm. So Karen quit. And I think it's about time because Mia stunk up the joint, you guys. Mia stunk it up. Mia and Jacqueline's antics stunk up the joint. Freaking Giselle's neck wrinkles were stinking up the joint, you guys. All this attacking Chris, all this being colorist towards Candiace, all this continuation of your colorism towards Wendy. Yep. Because last year, a look from Wendy got her cut off for the season. And this year, Mia called your daughters whores. Whores. A who-res. We already know a who-res is a whores. Called your daughters whores on TV. And you ran back right over to her light-skinned, high yellow ass and was like, well, we could still be friends, but if you do it again, then I know. And then when Wendy was like, but whoa, wait. What? You gonna let her call your daughters whores a number of times on television on an open platform, but I can't use my eyeballs and my facial expressions to exist in this world without you having a problem with me? That's the colorism. For anybody that missed it, the policing of Wendy's looks, the policing of Wendy's facial expressions. We have a right to say what the fuck we want in America, and I definitely have a right to look whatever way I want to look. Ask Phaedra and her smirks, okay? But not Wendy, not to Giselle, not Candiace, not to Giselle. No, 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 black girls. You better not look the way I'm uncomfortable. I'll call the police. You better not look the way I feel is mean, or I'll make a big deal out of it and I'll make it your fault and you were just talking so you did this against my daughters. And looks from black women had all the cackles on Giselle's backup. But calling your daughter whores from the near white woman, Mia, she'll be looking white. She puts on so much baking stuff. She comes out as platinum as her hair, okay? And there's nothing to see here, folks. Nothing to see here, folks. Yeah, she called my daughter a whore. We're going to lunch in an hour. Oh, yeah, she called my daughter a whore. This is my best friend. We so close. I love her so much. She called my daughter a whore. She keeps going after my best friend, Karen. She called my daughter a whore. I'm inviting her to the graduation. So that's the colorism. Is the actions of one were worse, but not received as worse or seen as worse. Yet the actions of the other were less, yet seen as worse. And anybody who follows studies on even education can tell you that they have software. They have this software thing where the teachers were hooked up and they were like supposed to be looking for bad behavior in a classroom. And they had several children sitting in there. They had 2 black kids, a Mexican, a white kid, and a Chinese kid. And they asked these teachers to sit around and look for bad behavior. And they had eye tracking software. And the teachers were zeroed in on the blacks. Zeroed in on the blacks. Because of bias. And colorism is a bias in the black community against other colors in the black community. Bam. And Candiace called it out. Wendy did not support her in that time. And Wendy still did not use the word colorism as to say what the difference was, but she did point it out on Watch What Happens Live. Now, I'm sure I'm in trouble in the comments. Let's go over here and see. Let's see. Okay. Exactly. I'm past the baby. I'll put bricks in the toilet. King seems to support Quad, and he and Dr. G are going to get into it. Yep. I can't wait to see that unfold. That's going to happen next week when they go on the couples trip. And you guys, be sure you have your bells rung, because after the reunion, Dr. Heavenly is coming back for a second interview where she's going to tell us all the stuff that we didn't see, all the stuff that got left on the editing floor, and all of that stuff. She's going to come back. So yeah, because she was just here on the 15th. Check out that video. It's on the page. Yeah, we love each other. Thanks, Pink, for coming through. Yeah, she quit. La Dina is in the house. Thanks for coming through. Now, who will Giselle pick on? Exactly. Well, there's still Wendy. She's going to revert back to Wendy. They started the season off to make it seem like she's not a colorist, but she can't stick to her newfound ways long because she already just did it. She's okay with Mia calling her daughters whores and not okay with Wendy emoting colorism. I heard that's not true about Karen quitting. Hey, look, I saw this and oh yeah, that's what I was going to show us. Let me show us. You're right. Let's see if it's true or not. Because, like I said, I went to Karen's page and I can't find it on Karen's page, and that seems the place where it should be. That seems the place it should be on is Karen's page, where it is not, which is very interesting to me. So, okay, so the reports are that she quit, but she has not posted anything about quitting, you guys. Nothing about quitting. This was 4 weeks ago. That's the most recent post. 4 weeks ago. Oh, Dorinda looked good there. And this was 5 weeks ago. So there's nothing on her page about it. And then even here, if you go to tagged, she's not even tagged in the post that was on that other page that we just saw. So this is a tentative report then, you guys. She may or may not have quit. She may or may not have quit because it's not confirmed on her page. Okay? Let's go back though. So what's this page that reported it? Let's go back. Back, forth and forth. It's going to open. Okay. So this is It's Only Entertainment. And they have 411,000 followers. Okay. And it has a blue check. And that's who is reporting this. Yes. See? And they reported this a day ago here. And then they reported this still a day ago here. So I don't know if this is a legitimate news source or not, you guys, but I have heard it more than once. But it's not from Karen's mouth. And I like things straight from the horse's mouth, actually. So hopefully this isn't misinformation. But seeing as how who just got into office yesterday, we in for that. So I'm still on brand for the next 4 years. Misinformation. I could get a shirt made. I could call myself Misinformation. MISS, information, get it? Or MS, period, information. Huh. We could have our misinformation segment. Okay. So it would have been on reputable shows. Yeah, I feel like that too, Dina. But just in case, I was trying to get in on breaking it because it feels like she might not come back, but maybe they won't actually announce it until after the reunion. You know, Bravo might announce it too. Karen wants her own show. I would love it. Has she been sentenced or just found guilty? Just found guilty so far. I think the sentencing happens later. Now let's see where the colorism, California. Now let's see where the colorism talk got. I think Mia brought down the bit too. Yep. Go now. That part, Falana. If she's going to spend anything in the clink, quitting the show on her own terms is better. Yeah, I agree. In DC area, that's all there is. Trust me. Wow. Yeah, hit the buttons, you guys. They agree, California cutie. Not a fan of Mia. Never been a fan of Mia. She tries so hard, man. She tries so hard. God, she wants attention so bad. She may as well have a freaking 6-inch mohawk and face piercings everywhere with a freaking black tattoo arm sleeve and butt flames or something. She wants all the attention, you guys. Whether it's good, bad, or ugly, she just wants all the attention. That might be some kind of mental thing where you need so much attention to exist. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. No, Karen, Candiace, and Robin did not show him any grace at all. Karen, Candiace, and Robin did not show him any grace at all. Mia and Jacqueline need to just be need to just be together at this point. Yes, there is so much need to be a tiger at this point. Too busy trying to get a man to take care of them. Now, I don't know what. No, I didn't. Wow. If she gets out, I'm not watching this anymore. You know what? I used to not like the Grand Dame because she has been a grand liar, in my opinion, for a long time. And then it kind of felt like she had a moment of honesty, like a season of honesty or 2 seasons of honesty. And this season, I don't feel like she was dishonest with not talking about the accident or even saying that she was going to be vindicated. Hey, I do affirmations. I'm a millionaire. I'm a millionaire. I'm a millionaire. I'm a millionaire. There's affirmation. Maybe she was just trying to do an affirmation that she wasn't going to be in the clink. In Karen's defense, the roads are dark as I'm right. The roads are dark as F, even on a sober night. Okay. Falana, now we got something we agree on, girl. Or guy, I'm not sure. I was thinking girl because, Lola Falana. But okay, I've said many times here on LRGA Curves, you can check my tape. The 8th Housewife has it. That's all the reruns on here, all the recaps and everything that are in the VOD, right? So I've said from the jump, as soon as it came out that there was an ink, that she's been in and out of relationships since there was an ink that she knew before she got with Gordon at the strip club. Okay, so there was an ink. I'm going to show you one of my famous diagrams. Where's the pen? Okay. So we're going to do a ink. And we're going to put an I. Right? And then we have a guy over here. And we're going to put a G for Gordon. Right? Can you see that? Okay. Okay. So, and then we have Mia. Okay. So, Mia and Ink were together before she ever even met Gordon, right? Then Mia was working at the club, remember? And he used to come in and spend $10,000 to talk to Mia at the club. And he bought Mia a car, remember? So let's make a car. So he had bought Mia a car, remember? And the car, she drove back over to Ink. And then they broke up and she went back over to Gordon. And then they had a family. Right? And the family that she had with Gordon, but she was still always boning Ink. She was always boning Ink. And we even had that confirmed by Gordon, who let us know that their oldest child might have been Ink's, right? So I'm thinking that Mia and Ink marked G. Anybody watch these movies that I be watching where they'll have con people that are in a relationship, and they look and they see a mark. Now, a mark in the criminal world, from what I see on TV, is the Vic. It's the victim, it's the person you're going to run the con on. It's the mark. So that person got marked that you guys are going to deceive, steal from, cheat, or something, the mark. So that's who you're going to run the con on, right? But this was a long con, you guys, because there's 3 kids involved and they've been married for like 16 years. So she's basically had Ink and Gordon for however many years they've been together. I'll give them 12, 16, whatever. And I'm wondering, how did Ink, a DJ, make so much money when it's Gordon whose net worth is like $100 million or some shit like that because of the 22 joint practices that are brick and mortar and have revenue coming in addition to, I think he had McDonald's or something like that as franchises. He's a franchise king, I think. So in my mind, Mia was taking the money that she got with Gordon, and in my mind, Mia was taking the money. This is all allegedly, and this is just a theory that I have on level 8. Everybody knows level 8 is the conspiracy theory level. Okay. So on level 8, there's the theory running that Mia was taking money from the Mark Gordon and funneling it over to who she really loves and her old dude, Ink. Because I'm like, how did Ink get a property here, a property there? And now he's on the show and they're able to jet set and go to all the bed and breakfasts. But then when she left Gordon, he didn't have any money all of a sudden. $122 million was gone. Or did you just not have access to it anymore because they found out that you were funneling money over to Ink? And now allegedly the freaking her and Ink aren't together anymore, and her and Gordon are trying to work things out or something. I don't know. She's confusing. The devil is a lie. The devil is the author of confusion. The devil is the author of confusion. And all of these willingly lies coming out of her mouth is very devilish behavior to me. I don't deal in lies. I don't deal in liars. They're liabilities. We can't do nothing if you're a freaking liar. We can't even be on one accord because I'm not a freaking liar like that. Anyway. Oh, and they said Gordon embezzled that shit. So he has to take the fall because they found out she was funneling money to the dude. Yeah, Ink seems to be a user. But Karen has had other DUIs that were never brought up on the show. Great. They were never brought up. So I don't know about them. The truth ain't even in Mia, but there are lots of peens in Mia. Candiace was her own worst enemy. Of course, you would say that. Great point. Hey, y'all. But Shannon did show up to take accountability. And yes, they dragged Shannon. Not for the DUI. And no, they didn't even talk about the DUI really at the reunion. Not in a way to where she would have to implicate herself. Her case was over by then. I'm talking about on the show in real time while her case was active, were they bringing the shit up? That's what I'm talking about. Keep up. Guys, is this real? Exactly. Mia has been making up ridiculous stories from the time she got on the show. Inheritance stripper much? Karen couldn't talk about it. Yep. For one, because she hadn't went to court and because she really didn't remember all the things she said, I bet. And Mia will pay for that because Giselle is after her now. I don't think so. Because Giselle is going to need a new person to play with. And she's going to hitch her boat to who she thinks is thriving on the show. And I don't know that. Well, I think no, don't come in. I'm in a thing. You going out, Dad? Okay, I love you. Peace. And Mia just needs to go. I agree. Her fake stories should have been gone seasons ago. But liars, did you guys notice Bravo loves freaking liars and people with cases pending and criminal court cases pending, and the bigger the wire fraud case, the better, and the more racist leaning, they love it. They hired all the racists back from Vanderpump Rules. All of them have a spinoff now. Yep. Yep. Speaking of spinoffs, Nene finally got a new show. That's why she was on the thumbnail. I'm glad to hear that Gordon is the father, right? I'm glad to hear that too. Karen gets sentenced on February 26th. No, Mia had 3 kids, but only 2 were Gordon's. Wait. I did write 3 kids, right? I wrote 3 little kids right here. Hey, Allie, thanks for coming over. If Mia and Ink did that, karma is a bitch. I'm telling you, it just doesn't feel like Ink. I've never even heard of Ink. I heard of Charlemagne the God. I heard of Howard Stern. I heard of Wendy Williams. How have I never heard of Ink? But he's a bajillionaire, famous DJ, really? In Mia's head, maybe, but I don't know. Has anybody here ever heard of Ink? The DJ, the worldwide DJ. Have you guys ever heard of him before? Mia took his peen out of her mouth? No. I remember because it was similar to Drew. Gordon had over 20 franchises, right? DJ Shrink took the cash and ran, right? Right? I said that before, that Bravo knows these people have these flaws and charges and exploits them for ratings and views. That could be a point, because I'm sure they have to get vetted. And in the vetting, you would have found out that Jenny Wynn's freaking Instagram was full of all that racist shit. You would have seen that, right? Everybody goes, you would have seen that Monica Garcia had posted about Reality Von T stuff, and she even said it in the interview. You would have heard that, right? You live in DC and party in Baltimore. I went to one club I used to live in DC. I lived in Southwest DC in the towers. And I was out there working for like a summer. And yeah, DC was not party, but we did go someplace in Baltimore. And yeah, and they were doing the butt. Work it. Ain't nothing wrong doing the butt all night long. Ooh, whoa, 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 yeah. I never saw or heard of Pink on the ones. And that's what I'm saying. Like, who is he? And who carries his freaking kickbox for him to stand up and reach the turntables when he's spinning? Little teeny tiny man. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And G did say that. He said that she's been known. Mm-mm. Anyway, so Nene has a new job with this person named Sierra. Oh, I did freeze for a second. We're about to get off. But she has a new job on a podcast with somebody named Sierra. And I was like, Sierra? Russell's wife, Sierra, is doing something with Nene? And then I looked, and that is not the Sierra they talking about, y'all. It's somebody from Love and Marriage. I mean, from one of the hip hop shows. And so they have a new podcast, and I caught the first episode. It was really cute. You guys should go take a listen. Nene's back in action, but not on Bravo or NBC, where the other racists, the proven racists, the tried and true racists, literally had to apologize for being fucking racist, all got spinoffs, but they still trying to figure out where to put Nene, who said that Bravo houses racists. Really? Bravo, you could do better. You could do a lot better, Bravo. I don't know how that works. Oh, it works in America. All the racists get their job back, and Nene's still walking around, looking around for some place to fit in. That's one thing I don't like about Bravo, is how they treated Nene. That's like my biggest thing that I don't like about Bravo, because that just magnifies all the other wrongs they do to people like Nene on Bravo. Did you catch that? Did you catch it? Okay. Nene has a show on Bravo in Canada. It's about bad proposals or something. Oh, cute. Well, she need to have a show in America. Okay. Is the show doing good up there? I hope it is. I hope she's making all the coins. And you know, her son had open heart surgery and had to get rehabbed again. Yep, that happened. Yep. So that was pretty much it. Let me get this thumbnail back up here so we can wrap this up. Thanks for coming through to LRGA Curves today. Make sure you smash that like button, smash the subscribe button. If you haven't already, ring the bell so you can get notified when I go live and when Dr. Heavenly comes back, so you can hate watch if you need to. But we went over Nene has a new job with Sierra, not Russell's wife. And Bravo's still trying to figure out where to put her back. We went over the Phaedra and Heavenly of it all. However, I did not get to the let me look at my history real quick and see what the name of that channel was, so you guys can go listen to the reading, because I thought it was very spot on. Where's my history? History view all. Okay, where is it? I do a lot of shit on YouTube. Jesus. Carlos, Dr. Heavenly, Network, Larger Lives. Man, where is it? It was so, oh, was it on Sunday? Here it is. So it's called
saying that both of them get what they need.
It's called the Black Psychic Readings. Black Spectrum Network, and he did a celebrity psychic reading on Phaedra, Quad, and Dr. Heavenly, and this was on Sunday. Here, I'm going to get off exactly at the 2-hour mark, so I'm going to play some of what he said on here.
Stops there. And so that's largely what they come together for. They come together for their children. They're not coming together for any sort of intimate purpose. And I feel like even if I was appearing on the show, it's not so much to support Phaedra, but it's not to support Phaedra as the end goal. It's to support Phaedra's ability to maintain her income, so that she can, be able to take care of the children. In the House of Organization, they have the Ace of Hearts. So both of them want to remain emotionally independent of one another. So they don't want to.
Oh, he's talking about her and Apollo right now.
I would stay classy. Hit 2 if you stay classy. And hit 3 for I throw a drink. Hit the 1 to 2 or 3. Let me know. If you were asleep, see what you confront about her attitude. Let me know what you all are saying in the comments. Okay, how does Phaedra feel about the medicine past? Foundation of the reading, 6 clues. In regard to feelings.
Okay, I fast forwarded it to 25 minutes and 13 seconds in. I'm going to put the playback speed back down to normal. And the question is, how is Phaedra in the relationships with the cast?
About extending the amount of content that they're able to use about Phaedra. And that's it. And they're cooperating to do that. It feels like this time they're on a unified front. They're more strategic about what they're willing to display and what they're willing to say. Now, I do get this, and I feel this, that if Apollo is intoxicated, he may undermine the plans that they set forth. So, Phaedra has boundaries about what she wants revealed and what she doesn't want revealed. And at the time, that's pretty much it. There's really not much there. There's really not much there for them. I mean, that's it. And honestly, with Phaedra, it's what I get from this season is what you get is What you see is what you're going to continue to get. I don't want to say what you get is what you see. What you see is what you're going to continue to get from her. Now, I'm going to ask, how does Phaedra feel about the Married to Medicine class? And I want you all to answer. How do you all feel about the Married to Medicine class? Do you like them? Will you continue to watch them? Is this a show that you've always supported? And I also want to ask, in your opinion, if you were Sweet Tea, would you confront Quad about her attitude? If you were Sweet Tea, would you or would you not confront Quad about her attitude? I want you to hit 1 for yes, and say yes, I put her in her place. That's 1. Hit 2 for no, I would stay classy. Hit 2 if you stay classy, and hit 3 for I throw a drink. Hit the 1, the 2, or 3. Let me know. If you were Sweet Tea, would you confront Quad about her attitude? Let me know what you all are saying in the comments. Okay, how does Phaedra feel about the medicine cast? Foundation of the reading, 6 clubs. In regard to feelings, this actually is the thing is this is actually a group that she wants to be a part of. And she also feels like she's also felt like she was supposed to be she felt like she was supposed to be a main cast member. Now the content of the show were different. Like this was centered around like actually being like a Housewives of Atlanta show. She would much prefer to be a part of this show, and I feel like she enjoys the women a lot more than she does cast members on the other shows, because she feels that she has a lot more in common. The intellectual nature of these women, she feels that she's a better fit for this cast. But in terms of Real Housewives' brand, the production company itself, she doesn't feel it's in alignment with her destiny, right? But as far as the cast members themselves, she has had much more pleasant experiences with them. And I honestly feel that if she had, I think that, this is what I think, according to the energy that I'm getting, I think that what she surmises to herself is, if I had started 15 years ago with this being like the show that I'm supposed to be on, I would have catapulted it into a much greater brand. They definitely would have spawned different spinoffs more successfully, and I would have had a much more pleasant time. Like in terms of the intellectual labor that she's had to put forth and the emotional labor that she's had to put forth managing herself on Housewives of Atlanta, I think that if she could rewind time and Married to Medicine came out when Housewives of Atlanta did, she would have enjoyed, her preference would have been to be on this particular show. 7 of clubs. She has a very negative attitude towards the cast. There are things that are going to transpire in this season that are going to leave a really bad taste in her mouth. And in addition to that, she feels like they pry into aspects of her life that they really shouldn't have. She feels like she feels like the cast have said things that are not being shown on camera. That have not made it into editing. But there are things that they've said about her on camera, questions that they've asked her on camera, ways they have pushed her on camera that have left a very negative taste in her mouth with them. And honestly, at this point, for her with the cast, because she's leaving the show, she doesn't really want to talk about the cast anymore. That's it. She's like, this is it. I'm leaving these things behind. I don't want to talk about it. I really don't want people to ask me about this show and these interviews because these women have tried to put my life out on Front Street and they tried to smear my name. That's what I'm getting from Phaedra. Now, damn. All these clubs. Okay, now the clubs. It's kind of it's literally like it ain't that deep right now. This is not a club. It's in reverse. This is not the clubs is saying that this was a God given opportunity, and she had been praying will come along better. Someone that pays about the same, if not more, not something that paid more. But if it paid about the same, it was a good, and she felt it was a good opportunity. She was already to jump ship. She feels that this door has closed for her, and she feels that God has closed this opportunity for her. Her destiny over, and she doesn't have any plans to keep in contact with any of the women from the show. And she doesn't want them to contact her. I don't even know if she's going to appear on the reunion. With this 9 of clubs, this is kind of like, look, even if I don't meet my contractual obligations, I don't care. If I don't meet my contractual obligations and they withhold that final paycheck, that final sum of $50,000, $75,000, I'm just making up a number. I really don't know. But if they're holding that back, I'm okay with that financial loss. Because for her, what she wants is she wants to be at peace. And she feels like the things that these women were trying to illuminate about her on Married to Medicine were going to malign her fan base against her. We're gonna keep going. Is there anything else we need to know? If I don't see anything else, I'm gonna stop on this particular point. It's another club, y'all. It's another club. She feels that that's it. This 5 of clubs is just saying that. She's like, see, this 5 indicates that it talks about missed opportunities. So Phaedra feels like she's going to miss important opportunities if she were to stay on the show. And these are important media-based opportunities because when we think about any club, we're thinking about mass communications, any sort of communication, any sort of media, television.
Okay, so that's just some of it, but I feel like he was accurate in some of that, and he does it for. It's a pretty long video. You guys should go check it out. He sounds like he's been talking to Phaedra, or at least a Phaedra fan. Yeah. And he goes on to talk about Dr. Heavenly and her relationship. And a lot of the stuff he says is like spot on. But anyway, you guys, we're right at 2 hours, 2 minutes and some seconds. So thanks for coming through. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, and ring my bell so you can get notified next time I upload a video. Okay. And remember what I always say. What do I always say? There's enough to go around. So go get some, y'all. Peace. Make it a great day.